Namaste, everyone, and welcome to Anchor the Light. I hope you joined us last night for the, what do you call that thing? Unstable Life Force. It was very, very powerful. We did a lot of self-healing, and we talked about how to just use energy to improve your health. We also did some Tibetan breathing exercises. That's continuing tomorrow. And okay, 1 second. Instagram was kind of going crazy, so we'll do it again. All right. So, let me just, I apologize. Let's get this done. It's acting up. Okay. Good thing we always have a backup plan. Okay, 1 second. All right. All right. So, again, the teaching is there are two kinds of people who are perfect, ones who are dead, and people who are not yet born. And I just want to share a very quick story. I remember one time I was visiting my parents in the Philippines, and went to lunch. And, you know, one of the things the Philippines or different parts of Asia is known for are coconuts. All right? So we're having lunch with my parents. And I said, hey, you know, we don't have that many of them in the United States. This is like 15 years ago or more. And I said, I'd like to order one. And I remember my mom said, no, it's too expensive. I'm going, right, by the time my mind was calculating it, it comes out to be 10 cents US dollar. So I found myself being triggered by it. I didn't say much. I said, okay, yeah, that's fine. And so after the lunch, I was driving to see my teacher, Grandmaster Chokok Sui. And my emotional body was not happy. I was like, I can't believe it. They barely see me. They see me once a year or maybe once every 2 years. And I know they're treating for lunch, but come on, it's just a coconut. It's 10 cents. And I was like emotionally not doing so well. So I remember seeing my teacher, and then, you know, he's teaching me, we're talking, and then it just came out of my mouth. You know, you heard the saying in the Bible that says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, good or bad. So I just found myself, I can't believe my parents, you know, I barely see them, and this coconut is so cheap. And I went on and on. The teacher looked at me and goes, you have no right to disrespect your parents. I said, but Master, okay. I was quiet. I said, look, everyone grows at their own pace. You cannot force people to be like you, just like people cannot force you to be like them. You have to allow people to grow at their own pace. And that's all he said. And he didn't touch on the topic anymore. And I was meditating it afterwards to go, you know, he's right. We have a tendency to think our level of standard is the standard because we're so perfect. And the more I meditate and I go, well, my parents had a difficult life growing up financially, so part of that stays with them, right? And then here I am because of the teachings and all the blessings, our life has been much better, improved much more, and so did theirs. And I was judging them based on my standards. That's one. And number two was the gratitude. They worked so hard to make me who I am today. For me to judge them just because of that was wrong. I'm sharing this with you because we have a tendency to have a certain level of so-called perfection. So when we have perfection, it's like our standard is, so we judge people. But in reality, nobody's perfect. That's why I love this. The only two types of people who are perfect are either dead or not yet born. So if you dive a little deeper, in Confucian teachings, in Taoist teaching, in many Chinese or Asian culture, it's not as much being perfect, but embracing your imperfections and trying to improve them. It's just like you have an artist that painted a beautiful painting. No matter how much you think it's perfect, somebody's going to find something wrong with it. True? So two things. Number one, you look at it like, I like it the way it is. People don't agree with it. Who cares? It's not for them. It's an expression of your love for art, music, painting, whatever else. And at the same time, you think, well, it's great and wonderful. Nobody has to like it like I do. If they want to, great. If not, that's fine. And then the next part is, I want to be better. I want to improve. That's that. Finished. Now, if you dig a little deeper, this part about perfection can also be looked at on this aspect. Some of us are perfectionists or even over perfectionists. This is connected to the 7 rays. Okay, I know a lot of you, what the heck is that? So, in a nutshell, this ancient teaching of 7 rays basically says there's this universal energy. And from that energy, it distinguishes into 7 different types of energy. So just imagine brilliant white light going through a prism separates into 7 colors. Now, the 7 rays are not, let me emphasize, not directly related to the 7 colors of the rainbow. Although some authors try to do so, that's wrong. That's just somebody jumping into conclusion. Basically, the teaching is there's the energy of God, and that energy of God has differentiated into 7 different characteristics or properties. So, first ray is the ray of will and power. Second ray is the ray of love and wisdom. 3 is higher mental or dynamic intelligence. 4th ray is harmony through conflict. 5th ray is concrete intelligence. 6th ray is devotion. 7th ray is organization. So, I know, but that's a lot. How am I supposed to remember it? You can search the internet. It's ancient teachings. Easy to find. However, my point is this. Each of these ray qualities have a certain tendency. So first ray is the ray of will and power. They approach life basically like a bulldozer. Things are in my way. Instead of understanding, you just blast through it. Also, first ray souls have a tendency to be perfectionists. They created something wonderful. They look at it a few minutes later, not good enough. They destroy it, they create a new one. There's a constant destruction and reconstruction. So some of us have very, very strong first-rate qualities where we work so hard to create something, a business, a relationship, or whatever, and then at some point you go, it's not good enough. Let's destroy it, create another one. So it's good. It causes progress and evolution. The problem is, without balancing of second, third ray, and other ray qualities of wisdom, of understanding, or appreciating, hey, we're better off than we were last year, there's a tendency for the first ray to keep destroying, recreating, destroying, recreating because of perfection. And that causes unnecessary stress to ourselves, and more importantly, it causes havoc on our relationships. Because our level of perfection is never good enough for ourselves and never good enough for other people. So we don't learn how to appreciate what we've created, and we don't appreciate if people don't agree with us. Make sense? So that causes problem. Now, I don't want you to think that, hey, low standards is good enough. No, I'll be the last one to tell you that, because my teacher keep raising the standards. But the thing is, you improve, you appreciate, hey, I'm better than I was last year, but I'm not contented because I want to strive for more. That's a good attitude. But you also have to appreciate how far you've come. Make sense? All right, that's on the human level. Let's take it one step further, the soul level. Now, this soul level, I'd like to share another story with you. This is a story by Charles Ledbetter, which is a fantastic teacher from the Theosophical Society 200-some years ago. I'm going to paraphrase. So, there's this school. There's this old man standing at the door, and every morning, you have babies crawling. Coming in, you look at each baby. Oh, welcome to school. Each of the babies going to school. By afternoon, every baby comes out an old man. And this so-called old man at the door would say, oh, okay, it's a good day in school. I'll see you tomorrow. So just imagine, morning you have a trail of babies. They're hilarious, right? Little babies crawling. Go in. The old man greets all of them. Hello, hello, how are you? Okay, today you have 10 lessons to learn. Today you have 5, you have so on, so on. So they go in. At the end of the day, a bunch of old men and women walk out. And they go, okay, it was a good day. You learned a lot. You screwed up completely. Now he'd say, okay, yeah, you did good, but could be better tomorrow. The following day, those same old people are now babies again, calling in one by one, and the same thing goes. Okay, welcome, welcome. Okay, remember yesterday you didn't do so well. Okay, today strive a little better. Some of them would say, okay, you did good yesterday. Now you have other lessons you have not learned, so okay, let's focus on it. So he gives everyone a pep talk going in, and a little bit of pep talk afterwards to say, hey, these are the things you did good, these are the things you didn't do so well. Okay, let's try again tomorrow. So this goes on and on. Every single day, babies come in, old people go out. Babies come in, old people go out. All right. Then you go, okay, where's this going? So essentially, the old guy who's standing at the door is God. All the babies coming in are souls entering a certain incarnation, a lifetime. At the end of that lifetime is one day, they go out, all their souls. So essentially, each day in school is one lifetime. Now, why am I sharing this story with you? When I read it and I was meditating on it, I go, isn't that amazing that we have the opportunity every day to start new, learn lessons. At the end of the day, at the end of one lifetime, we got all these teachings. It's ours. Next day, next lifetime, we're starting again. We did not lose what we learned, but we have more vigor, we have more energy to start one lifetime again, taking all the lessons we've learned before and try to add more to it. That is spiritual evolution. And God is constantly nudging us, hey, do this, don't do that. You did great. You didn't do so good. Come on, you can do it. So perfection is something we keep striving for. Now, in the bigger spiritual teachings, at some point, when you have no more lessons to learn, just imagine this baby going in, learning lessons, go out an old man or old woman. It's over. At some point, when they finish all the lessons, think about it, they don't have to come back to school. So when you hear of teachers in different traditions where they have already learned the lessons, they are fully enlightened, it means there's no more lessons to learn, there is no reason to go back to school. You've graduated. Make sense? So using that metaphor of school and perfection, it's actually quite beautiful. When I read it, I go, oh, that's easy for everyday people like me who, at that time, had no clue about deeper spiritual teachings. It makes sense. So, every lifetime we learn lessons, we get to keep them, but we are not perfect yet, so you do it again until there's no more lessons to learn. Now, why is this important? It also allows us to be more compassionate towards others. Because just like you go to school, remember when you went to school, some of your classmates are smarter, some of them are not so smart, some work harder, some don't work so hard. It's the same goes with the school of life. All of us are trying to be perfect. That perfection is what's called graduation on the human level. The soul doesn't have any more lessons to learn. So by understanding this process, we get to realize, okay, when people hurt our feelings, these are spiritual babies in adult bodies. Think about it. I didn't come up with that terminology. That's what Grand Master Cho said. He said, when we don't forgive others, when we get so angry and upset, think about it. When you have an infant, you have a baby, they poop, they pee on you, they don't let you sleep, right? If you're a parent, but you love them unconditionally. Because why? You realize they're babies. So when some of our interactions with people, and these people are not nice to us, they do stupid things, true, we set boundaries, but internally, you forgive because you realize, number one, Who's the one trying to be better? Who's taking spiritual classes? Who's meditating? Who's doing their spiritual work? You are, not them. So the question is it fair to use your standard on them? You go, hey, why don't you just forgive? People make mistakes, so forgive. Well, has it ever occurred to you that before you spiritually evolved, learned certain lessons, you were just like them? Yeah? Okay then. So maybe you're already on the, when it comes to the lesson, you already progressed so far, they haven't. Because they were not blessed enough to have opportunity to have access to spiritual teachings or a good teacher. They were so busy with life, raising a family, stressed out of their mind, just making ends meet. They don't have time, or did not have time, to dive more into spiritual teachings, but you did. So is it fair to judge them on your own standards? Something to think about, right? So I remember Master Cho was saying at the time, he said, if you don't forgive, you better be perfect. And I heard it go, whoa. Because if you don't forgive, you better not screw up, because the same measure you use to others will be used on you. So you better be perfect, so you don't screw up, so nobody will say, hey, you screwed up, I don't forgive you. And that's why forgiveness is so important. It heals the soul. It also helps the soul evolve. Because nobody's perfect yet. Now, let's take it one step higher. What if the soul is already perfected? Okay, let's just use that as a loose term. Some of you might have noticed that you already graduated from university. Maybe you got your master's degree, PhD, whatever. And some of you volunteer your time, or even with minimal pay, you'll go back to your alma mater, your university, and either teach a few classes or give support to the undergrads. Why do you do it? Deep down is because, I know what it was like going through undergrad, and it was tough. I felt discouraged many times, and I got through it. So I want to use the experiences I have after graduating, seeing the job market, and so on. I want to take that knowledge and somehow share it with the younger people. Right? Some of you do that. Now just imagine, in spiritual evolution, there are souls that are fully enlightened. They've already graduated. These are the ascended masters. That's why they call ascended. They ascended the human chain. The Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Christ, and so on and so on. So these great beings, they're like alumni, and they see how difficult human evolution is. And so they go, let me give my experience to them so that they don't have to suffer as much. Those are the great teachers. So on our end, as students, as the undergrads of life, we have to learn to be humble enough to say, hey, I don't know everything. And any teaching coming from the great ones, the great spiritual teachers, please take it easy on me. Give me some of the inside scoop so I don't have to make it so hard. Is there a way to study? Is there certain books I can learn? Is there certain people I could associate with so that I could learn the spiritual teachings deeper and hopefully with less suffering? Get the point? So it's a matter of, you have these perfected beings out of mercy and compassion staying in the human life to give us spiritual teachings either directly, through transmission, through intuition, or a little nudge towards, hey, learn from this teacher, read this book, forgive this person because you don't want to be judged the way you judge others, and so on and so on. So this teaching is quite powerful. It just might sound funny. There are two kinds of perfect people, those who are dead and those who are not born yet, but it goes much deeper. And the key is, we aim for perfection, but we also accept the fact that we're all growing and learning, It's called evolution. And the way my teacher, Grandmaster Choa, always says is, we're all children of God, children implying that what? Remember the babies crawling into school? We're all children of God. We are all evolving. And evolution involves three things. Involves time. It's not instantaneous. Process. Process means we're going to mess up. Hopefully, not as much. Right? And if we did, that's through to lessons. So evolution involves time, process, and mistakes. It's just part of it. Now, to finish it off, my teacher said, if you don't want to make mistakes, don't bother evolving. I remember he said that in class. I go, hey, that sounds deep. At the same time, it almost feels like, you don't make mistakes? Okay. Then you stay where you are. You know, the thing is, every time you learn from a teacher, whoever your teacher is, you don't just listen. You have to take the time to take that information, meditate on it, process, and to see what did the teacher really mean and how does it apply in my life. So I used to do that a lot with my teacher. I would take tons of notes. You know, that's one of the reasons we do this, because I have at home I have probably this many pages of notes plus recordings, and I'm thinking, you know, at that time when I leave my body, first of all, nobody can read my handwriting except for a few people. And then I had the opportunity to learn directly from my teacher. How do I make sure that these teachings that are so, at least in my opinion, so priceless, don't leave with me? That's one of the reasons why we did this video streaming, we did this and that, so that hopefully I can share as much of it, and if you got something out of it, great. And that's that. So that, I think, in my opinion, is one of the deepest lessons. All of us are evolving, and evolution involves time, process, and screw-ups. Well, mistakes. The key is not to say, hey, I don't want to ever make mistakes. We want to minimize mistakes by learning more. And when we make mistakes, and we will, to realize, okay, you know, that's part of learning. Forgive yourself, move on. Otherwise, guilt, listen carefully, I'll finish with this. Guilt starts to become an obsession. Energy follows what you put your attention to. So when we make mistakes and put our attention there 24 hours a day, the probability of screwing up again skyrockets. You know about this when you're learning to ride a bicycle. I do not want to hit that pole. I do not want to hit the pole. You end up hitting the pole. Why? Because you put your attention there, your nervous system follows it. You keep focusing on what's wrong, you screw up more. You focus on what's right, the probability of you doing something good and improving also skyrockets. That's it. Let's meditate. Put your hands on your heart. Focus on your crown. I am that. I am. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion or the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, divine power. I'm connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. We're all children of God. We're one with God. We're one with all. So be it. Just be still. There's only oneness. Now open your hands in blessing. We're going to do a meditation to your hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui. So imagine the earth in front of you. Be aware of your heart. Feel the love within your heart flow through your hands, blessing the entire earth. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Fill the earth with love. Every person, every being. We will use the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, within me, outside of me, let me bring forth, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. The ability to forgive others, to ask for forgiveness, and to also forgive ourselves. Because no one's perfect. It's a reality of life. Learn to forgive, let go, and move on. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Let's just think of people we know going through difficult times. With their health, with their relationships, many with their finances. Visualize their lives getting better and better. May they be blessed with hope and with faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. Blessings be to all. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Now be aware of your heart in your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. May blessings of peace, love, and forgiveness fill the entire earth. May all be blessed with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. Just be still. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Again, be aware of your heart. Be aware of the love within your heart. Inhale, lift that loving energy from your heart up to your crown, and gently exhale. One more. Be aware of your heart. Inhale. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Stay there. Just be still. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Be aware of your crown. Let that golden light flow down through your hands and bless your home. Bless your family with this beautiful golden light. Your relatives and friends, flood them with this golden light. If you know anyone who needs healing, having financial, emotional, physical challenges, bless them with this golden light. Let it spread throughout the city, the country. Let it spread throughout the entire earth. Fill the earth with golden light. From the heart of God, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, with harmony and divine peace. May all be blessed. So be it. Just be aware of your crown. Be aware of the golden light flowing from your crown through your hands and blessing the entire earth. So be it. Now just be still and let the blessings keep flowing through us. We're not the ones blessing, we're just the pipelines and the channels. Now be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine golden light brighter than before pouring out of our hands, and once more blessing our homes, our relatives and friends, people we work with. Let it spread throughout the entire earth. Let the intense golden light bless the earth both physically and non-physically. May all beings of the earth, physical and non-physical, be divinely blessed. From the center of the heart of God, may all beings in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, may all beings in every dimension, every direction, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. May all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing, outer healing. May all be healed of any pain, sorrow, or suffering. So be it. Can you feel the energy flowing through? May all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and especially the willingness to do good. Blessings be to all. Many of you ask for blessings for countries that are at war, people who are being afflicted by natural calamities, by political turmoil. There's so many of them, and many of them don't make the news. So just picture these places in front of you. Let's use the collective energy from these meditations and just bless those places with intense golden light. From the center of the heart of God, may all these places, all these people, all these beings be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. May all these places be blessed with peace, with healing, with divine order. May all be healed of any pain, sorrow, or suffering. So be it. Blessings be to all. Yet places that are at war, be blessed with peace, with divine order. So be it. So many places in the Middle East, in Europe, many places in Asia, all over the world, people are suffering. Beings are suffering. May this divine light soothe their pain, sorrow, and suffering. So be it. Can you feel the energy flowing through you? Blessings be to all. Now lower your hands, keep your eyes closed, keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Now imagine a beautiful golden flame just floating above your head. Be aware of the love within your heart. Allow the love from your heart gently rise up to your throat, to the center of your head. Be still. Let it flow up your crown, past your crown, and into that golden light. Stay there. Just look at that brilliant light. Be still. You, the soul, the spiritual self, are the one meditating. Be still. You, the soul, are listening. Allow your awareness to drift into that golden light. Meditate on the stillness and the peace of that brilliant light. Be still. Be aware of the inner stillness. Be aware of the inner peace. And just simply let go and let things be. Let go. Now. Gently, very slowly, very, very gently and slowly, come back to your body. Move your fingers, move your toes, gently and slowly come back. Take your time. Now raise your hands in blessing again. Let's release the excess energies our bodies cannot absorb. Picture all the people you love in front of you, as well as the entire earth. fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with much happiness, with abundance and prosperity and spiritual oneness. So be it. Blessings be to all. Now visualize your job, your career, your business, bless it with success, with abundance, with prosperity. So be it. Now aim your hands down, focus on your feet, the base of your spine, your hands. Just project golden light down deep into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings to all. So be it. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Thank you. To my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mening. Thank you. In full faith. And so it is. All right. How was your meditation? Some of you who are sensitive might have noticed during that silence, it was short. It was only about maybe 2 minutes. But if you're sensitive, you might have felt either a pulling sensation or expansion because we used a different type of energy this time. All right. So thank you very much for joining me. We will see you in the next Angle of Light. And again, if you are still on the fence on attending our Unsolvable Life Force Masterclass, you can still do so. It starts tomorrow night for part 2. And you're welcome to still join. You can still watch the replays for last night. And we'll teach you very simple techniques of self-healing, understanding energy. And tomorrow night, we're going to focus on emotional healing and relationship healing. And that forgiveness meditation will be part of it. All right, just go to mastergo.org. We will see you then. Namaste. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye. See ya. Just got to press the right button here.